Alright, so we took on last episode Inter Milan here in the first game of the episode, in which we did destroy them here. As you can see, we did exactly what PSG did to them, which was take the game 2-0 and play some absolutely incredible football to beat them here. As you can see, ball over the top into Conceição, who grabbed a brace in this game, and the third goal came after Sancho poked it past Di Marco, ran it through and buried it, which we decided to sim the game after we scored a fourth goal, I believe, here. As you can see, Sancho does well, cuts inside, gets inside there, gets a shot away and buries it to make it 4-0 before the half-time break, in which ended up being a 4-1 victory after simming the game. And after that, we took on AC Milan here in a big game, which we scored early to make it 1-0. And as you can see, their defence was just wide open, and Morty found his way through. He shot there and he scored to make it 2-0. After that, we're talking Man City here in the Champions League phase, in a big game in which we had a multitude of chances. And sums up this game is that miss from Morty. And you see more chances here saved by Edison. And late in the game, 60 minutes into the game, Haaland scored to get a 1-0 victory for them. Despite having many chances in that game, we couldn't score. And I wasn't satisfied with that. We then took on Fiorentina late after the last game of the episode and took our frustrations out on them in a way, scoring some more great goals and picking up a 2-0 victory against them. Let's get into today's episode. And to kick off today's episode, we're going to take on AC Milan here in the Super Cup. So this is not the biggest trophy in Italy, but it's a trophy we want to win nonetheless. As you can see, the other semi-final is Inter v Atalanta. Let's get into this one up against AC Milan. Hopefully hand them a loss like we did last episode and get into this game and hopefully beat them to head into the final of the Super Cup. Oh, no. Pulisic has done well there. Big save needed from Donnarumma, and it's hit the post, thankfully, and it almost fell straight back to them, but thankfully Locatelli was there. Sancho, if you could get out of the way, but that'd be nice to make a run. There we go, that's more like it. Sancho, in there to Rashford. Hits, and is denied by Sportiello in goal. Interesting, they're not playing Magnon, who they might have sold, to be fair, but they're not playing an actual good goalkeeper. They're playing Sportiello, who will play better than Magnon, but Sancho hits the post. Back into this, Leao. Running through Leao. Donnarumma, great work there from him. There goes Sancho, Colomboani, go on lad. Come on Colomboani, got to finish it. And he has done so. Colomboani in this series so far has been a bit hit or miss in front of the goal. Same with Jonathan David at the same time, but we expect both of them to score bags of goals for us. Why does it keep showing these cheers, man? I don't understand it. Why is it showing that no one's there? Why is there no one there? But Colomboani missed it 1-0 here. It's a good finisher from him. The Milan defence was wide open. He runs through and he buries it to make it 1-0 here. And hopefully now Colomboani is going to start bagging loads of goals for his season and start being the striker we expect him to be alongside Jonathan David in this team. There's Rafael. He's done well there. Bremer does even better to stop him. Kalulu. Good work there. That's a free kick, referee. How is that not a free kick? Thank you, Bremer. This ref needs to be checked, like his bank balance, because that is disgraceful refereeing. Sancho. Colomboani. Like, over the top through balls, man. Like, they're not over the top through balls, they're just kind of little dinks towards the centre backs in this game. That was meant for Colomboani, but there we go. Colomboani to make it 2, and there we go, it's 2-0. It took one or two more passes there to get it into Colomboani than it should have done, because the first pass I played that went to Rashford should have gone straight to Colomboani. But, you know, we got there in the end, and it's 2-0 here. But Colomboani scoring both goals. That pass right there was meant for Colomboani, obviously. Like, why would Rashford intercept that when Colomboani is wide open? You know, it's one of those, but, you know, it's a good finish for him. The same goal twice, pretty much. Same finish, same position, same outcome. And we're going to half-time, 2-0 up. As long as the Sopna's going for kick-off again here. Rafael. Santi Jimenez. Bremer, good challenge there from him. Cambessa slides into block the pass across, but he got a cut back into Pulisic, who hits it, blocked there by his teammate Rafael though. Now Conceição, his fellow Portuguese, can get the ball forward. Colomboani. He's on for a hat-trick in this game. Oh, lovely play. Conceição buries it. And it's 3-0 here to us. We're going to sim to the rest of the game, or sim to the end of the game. As Conceição back as a goal here. A great assist there from Colomboani. A great bit of skill, and the passing side was incredible there from him. And we go 3-0 up here against AC Milan, who have just not really, they've turned up to the game, but they've not played great defensively. That's been their issue. And Conceição makes it 3-0 here. That's soon to the end of the game. And see what the final scoreline is going to be. It's going to end up being 3-1, with Pulisic getting a goal for them, but it's just a consolation goal in the end. And our next game here is the Super Cup final here, up against Atalanta. Let's get into this one, and hopefully it's our first trophy of the season, and beat Atalanta in this final to do so. So a hat-trick in this one. Locatelli skips the challenge. Sancho. Colomwani in here to Rashford. Great play, Rashford. Straight at Zeki in goal. The Italian shot stopper makes a save. Clearly wasn't paying attention to that and was just watching, knowing that Cuadrado was going to run down his wing there, but just letting him go past. Or sit him down. We injure him in the process. That's not great. That wasn't the intention, but I'm going to float this one in here. Decatur in. Probably should be in the box, to be fair. He's a fairly tall player. And Colomwani is through. The Atalanta defence is just, I don't even know what's happened. It just parted at the Red Sea. And Colomwani buries it. And puts us 1-0 up here. I've got no idea what happened to the Atalanta defence there. It just, like it's just split like the Red Sea there. It just opened up massively. And Colomwani was just like, fine, I'll go through that. And if you're going to let me through, I'll go through. And he buries it. A great finish again from him to make it 1-0 here in the final. And well, Atalanta, that's all on them. They could have stopped that if they just defended better. Nice and well there, but there is Calafiori. Mardini in there to Retegui, who might shoot, but Brahma challenges him from behind there to get the ball off him. To use this pace to get forward here, Rashford. Goes inside. Waiting for the opportunity to find a pass or a shot. We find Colomwani is wide open. Colomwani denied by a great save on Zeki. So Daniel Mardini plays it through to Retegui. This was, I said, by Bremelo. Great defending there from us. Now Rashford, here he goes. Colomwani again. The Atalanta defence is just split again. And Colomwani makes them pay again. Zeki's been doing his best to keep them from conceding more goals, but he needs his defence to or shore up, because they're just letting us through in those situations there. And Colomwani makes it 2-0 hit. Back-to-back braces for him in these two games we've played. 2 against Milan, 2 against Atalanta here. And as of right now, we're on track to win this competition fairly easily. All we need to do is just hold on to this lead and add to it, and we win the Super Cup. Obviously not the biggest competition, like I said, but it's a trophy nonetheless, and a sign that Juventus are back to winning ways and winning competitions. Decatur hits it from range, and Decatur's hit the post, and Fanfani Donnarumma catches the rebound there. Rashford with a little bit of a speed boost there. Inside, I looked up from Rashford. The Atalanta defence can't contain us in this game. Lay it across to Conceição. No, well, that was a nice goal. I'm surprised it worked out with Rashford there, getting inside and then playing that ball across to Conceição to finish it. But we've entered a new year. Obviously, we're now in January, so technically 2026 we're now in this series, but obviously it will say 2025 on the dates in the game. But it's technically 2026. And we've entered a new year, and it seems to be a new us because we're scoring goals fairly comfortably. We're not missing big chances from Colomwani. He's actually scoring goals for us now. Here we have the Scudetto to try and win the league title in Italy, and also the Champions League could possibly be on its way to Turin at the end of the season. Sancho, Colomwani looking for his hat-trick. Colomwani. I was trying to flip that back up to Rashford there at the back post. Decatur, Edison's done more there, the Brazilian. Over to Retegui, who shoots, and Donnarumma makes a big save there. Oh, Rashford, love that from him. This is why I want to keep Rashford as a left winger. He's so good in this game. Into the box, Colomwani. I wanted the first time hit there, that's why. I actually told the game to hit it first time. But he took a touch and took decades after the touch to shoot. It makes no sense. Oh, Awala to Cuadrado. It's good defending from Cambiasso against him, no. Now Rashford here. Cuts inside, still going here, Rashford. A feed through, comes to South for his brace. And he gets it. We have ran riot here. Unfortunately, in Saudi Arabia, we're not going to get to lift the trophy in the Allianz Stadium, as the final, for some reason, takes place in Saudi Arabia, for money reasons, I guess. But finals for a club competition, you know, I mean, for a competition that takes place in a said country, for a said league, should only take place in that country. You know what I mean? Germany, Italy, Spain, wherever. You know what I mean? It shouldn't take place in another country unless there's a good reason for it to do so, like, you know, whatever, you know what I mean, like some reason that's insane for it to happen. But we get to lift the trophy here in Saudi Arabia in front of travelling fans to the King Fahd Stadium, I believe is in Saudi Arabia. But it's one of those things where, like, I feel like, you know, like with the El Clasico taking place in Saudi Arabia, like, it doesn't make any sense. It needs to take place at the Bernabeu or the Camp Nou. Oh, Constance's on for a hat-trick here. That's a great word there from him. And he's going to grab a hat-trick as well. I wasn't really focusing on that dribbling there with Constance, but I managed to somehow still get through. I was talking about the whole, like, stadium, playing finals on big games in different countries, which doesn't make any sense to do, but Constance runs through the Atalanta defence and grabs a hat-trick for himself and makes it 5-0. And like I said, it's clearly a new year in the woods, because we're burying goals past teams. And usually, we might have missed that chance with Constance, but this new season, well, this new year, should I say, has brought a new team into the new year. And we're showcasing that the lack of finishing we've had is no longer in the team, hopefully, and we're a team to be feared again. The shot from range blocked by Turan, but it falls back to Edison. Let's pass the match. Let's go play Retegui. Could have turned on shot, but he didn't do so. He plays it into the Keita. It's a great play there, though. And Retegui makes it 5-1. He's got Sancho. It's blocked by Edison and his pass over the top to Colomoni. But that's going to be the game over with. And we're going to win the Super Cup here. Let's cut to the trophy lift and see Bremen lift our first trophy of the season. And what it was, the dominating performance for us in this final hit up against Atalanta. 5-1 victory. Obviously, they got a goal in the end from Retegui, which was a consolation goal for them. But the black and white ribbons are on the Italian Super Cup. Not the biggest trophy in Italy to win, but it's kind of like the Carabao Cup of Italy. But, you know, it's a trophy you want to win nonetheless if you're in the position to win it. And Bremer gets us this first trophy this season. He could be on for lifting 3 more trophies if everything goes to plan. Let's get into our next game. And we're going to see a bunch of games in between, though, and I might even make a big transfer for this team up next. And signing for 30 million from Chelsea is Christopher Nkunku to be a backup captain for us in this team. That is because Koopman isn't really a count for me in this team. It's more of a centre mid of CDM, but it takes about 200 weeks to convert him into a CDM rather stupidly. And in real life, Koopman hasn't really performed too well for Juventus. Juventus fans don't really like him at this point. Obviously, they've kind of brought him in from Atalanta, where he did incredible things. He hasn't really done the same for Juventus. But Nkunku signs for us here for 30 million to be a backup cam to Sancho. And it's back-to-back victories for us against Atalanta. This time they win the Serie A with a 2-1 victory with Rashford and Locatelli getting the goals in this game. This is get the 3 points to remain top of the table in the league. And we continue our winning ways against in the Turin derby against Torino, with Constançao, Colomoni getting a brace, and Calafiori also scoring. And then Nkunku made his debut in this game, playing. He might have got a couple of assists, you never know, but he didn't score. But he probably at least played well in the team. And up against AC Milan, we pick up a 2-0 victory at home with Colomoni and Sancho continue winning ways in this episode so far. Up against Bruges, we're held to a 3-3 draw with Cabal and also Yildiz and Nkunku getting goals for us in this one here. And for our final game of today's episode, we're going to take on second place in Napoli. They're currently 7 points behind us in the league. Let's get into this one away from home in Naples and hopefully beat them here in the rain to pick up a big win to end the episode. Can be also good defending though against them. It's going to be blocked though, and we're going to continue to play on low. As we've got Rashford wide open here. And a Botka. An aggressive challenge there gives away a throw in. Sancho. Could have won it. I thought that was going to be overhit, but Meret makes a fantastic save. Thuram wins it back. Love that from him. Rashford. Oh, love that from you, but Di Lorenzo somehow gets ahead of you. That's the foul. Okay, to Sancho. Finesse shot from Conceição blocked by the Italian defender. Defender's hands, so we're going to get a free kick in a good position for Rashford to maybe score one. And it would be nice if I could see the ball there and where I'm aiming, but you know, Rashford just kind of stood in the way of it. Love to see it, so it's going to be hard to actually score this free kick because of this. But you never know. Rashford from the free kick. He hits it over the bar. Would be nice though if I could see my actual where I'm aiming that, you know, but you know. Calafiori intercepts, and now I can maybe get a counter here, Sancho. Good move by him here, Sancho. Good defender from them, no. No, it's going to be four as well. I didn't let me play on there. I actually had possession for a moment there. Oh, Sancho, look that from you, Sancho. Can hit them, Sancho. Hits and scores. He skipped past De Bruyne. Found a space, and De Bruyne is asking where his other defenders were because, well, no one closed him down there and just let him get the opportunity to shoot. And he buries it here. We're going to bring in Nkunku and Jonathan David at some point in this game, as well as our other substitutions. But Sancho makes it 1-0 here. It's been a fairly even game so far. Obviously, it's been kind of a chess match between the two teams. Nothing really going either way. We'll find a bit of an opening there via Sancho in the 35th minute. Sancho, oh look, I think Sancho is running rings one of these defenders. Sancho. Oh, bunch in the area, didn't fall for the rainbow flick low. And we're going to poke it. Sancho. Oh, how did he not score there? That would have been amazing. That was risky, but it worked out. Thuram here. We know we can hit them from range. Kefren Thuram. Let's go. Oh, why the power shots take so long, man. I get what they do because they're kind of OP at times, but it takes so long to hit them. I've not misplaced a pass. Jeez, I'm cooking. Just looking for a pass or an opportunity to shoot here. Sancho. Oh, the ball got stuck in the rain. I know where. Okay, how has Bremer not intercepted that? Lukaku. Good chance for Calafiori though. Oh, how has he read that? How has he stopped us? Okay, get the ball back. Okay, how have we not got the ball back there? Okay, Nuno Mensch coming forward. This is an interesting position here because we need to cover the centre but also cover him. Nuno Mensch. Blocked it by Calafiori. Let's bring on Nkunku because Sancho is still injured. I've not had an opportunity to take him off this whole time. We can send through Jonathan David. There's a great play there. Jonathan David. Puts it back in, but there's Juan Jesus. And Gonzalez. Back here to Nkunku. Nkunku here, who I think will be a great player in Italy. I think in Italian football he suits it. So he is Nkunku here, looking for an opportunity to shoot here or find a pass, but De Bruyne is marking him. As he's got the finesse shot straight, then Nkunku shoots and there's a great sit there from Meret to stop him from scoring. And there is now blocked here by Locatelli, and that's going to be a corner for them. He'll be floated in. Kalulu. Thankfully that works out for us there. And Nkunku here can send through Jonathan David, the Canadian. Skips the challenge. Jonathan David running through to win us the game late on. Well, we're already winning this game, but to make it undeniable, but he's saved it by Meret. Or started by Meret, I should say. De Bruyne. It's a good pass there from him. To Noah Okafor. And quick inside. Lukaku. Shot taken, De Bruyne. Not De Bruyne. And Giesa, sorry, denied by Donnarumma. Antonio Conte is giving instructions to his team. Struggling to score here. Full possession here. Send it into Nkunku. Nkunku. Hit set and Kunku blocked by Di Lorenzo. That was going to be a good effort there if it wasn't deflected, but it's going to be a corner for us here to end the game. Can we get one more goal to our name here? Bremer. Let's try something spectacular. Bremer on a bicycle kick, stopped by Joe Gomez, I believe that is. And that's going to be the end of the game. A 1-0 win away at Naples against Napoli. It was a hard-fought game. Napoli played great, but in the end, we deserved to win. Some great defending, some great goalkeeping from our end. And did I end up with... Oh, I got 98%. Oh, I was hoping to end the game with 100% possession. But we, not 100% possession, 100% pass accuracy. But 98 is actually insane. What were the two passes I misplaced? I couldn't tell you what they were, but we ended up with 98. We deserved a win. Only an 8 points for Sancho. Interesting, but we deserved a win, and we get a big win against Napoli to go 10 points clear at the top of the table to end the episode here. And in the final league phase game, we'll pick up a 2-0 victory against Benfica at home with Jonathan David and Rashford getting the goals in the game, with Bremer getting sent off, which is not great for us because that means he won't get to play, I believe, in the round of 16, which is massive for us to lose him. Because we do have good backup defenders, but losing Bremer is kind of a massive loss for us. Well, I was about to do the outro here, but I just noticed we've only got Donnarumma as a goalkeeper. So I completely forgot Di Gregorio was only on loan house. He has been signed, I believe, permanently at Juventus from, obviously, I believe Monza he played for. But he's been called back from loan to them, which I didn't expect to see. I'm not sure when it happened. I don't think I got a message about it, but we no longer have a backup goalkeeper, so I'm going to have to sign a goalkeeper real quick, and I'm going to show you who it's going to be here in a second. Then we'll do the outro, and any episode after bringing in the backup goalkeeper into the team. Because if Donnarumma gets injured right now, we'll be completely screwed. So I'm going to bring in a fairly decent backup goalkeeper into this team. And joining Juventus here to be a backup goalkeeper, so Man United and obviously now Fiorentina goalkeeper David De Gea signing for 8.5 million from Fiorentina to be a backup goalkeeper to Donnarumma. Obviously back in the day it would cost that 85 million to sign him in Roma, but 8.5 million is the price tag you pay now for the now 34-year-old 85 rated Spanish goalkeeper. So a fantastic goalkeeper, still to this day IRL, and probably should have been kept by Man United. I don't know why they let him go, but it's the way Man United do things these days. But De Gea signs for to be a backup goalkeeper and should be a great backup to Donnarumma if we need him to be, well, in the team in the series. Alright, so that's going to call it for the end of today's episode. I can see we're currently at the top of the table, 10 points clear Napoli, who are second place currently after beating them early in the episode to go 10 points clear. We are in a good position to win the league this season. So we did win this Super Cup early in the episode, beating Atalanta in that final. We also are still obviously in the Coppa Italia, taking on Catanzaro, sorry, I was looking at Milan. Taking on Catanzaro, later. We're going to soon up one in the round 16. But also in the round 16 of the Champions League, we take on Arsenal in a big game. So we don't have Bremer in the back line for this game, I don't think. I think he's going to be suspended for this one, but Sancho is not injured. He was only out for 5 days, thankfully, so we do have him for this game. But up against Arsenal should be a big game, and it should be a tough game. And we're hopefully going to, in the playoff round, we didn't make it through to the round 16 straight away. We had to play the playoff after finishing, I believe, 10th, I believe, in the league phase or something like that. So we're going to have to play the playoff against Arsenal and hopefully get past them to reach the round of 16 of the Champions League. We should be able to do so. So that will be next episode, and most of it we'll start the next episode off with in that game against Arsenal away from home at the Emirates. But like I said, that's going to call it for this one. So if you're going to enjoy it, drop a like and subscribe, and notifications so you don't miss a video. So also check out the other content I posted on the channel. Done a bunch of other chromas you can check out as well on the channel. Recently did a Man United series. Obviously done a bunch of other chromas in the past, like Chelsea did a Como RTG at one point. If you want to check this out, feel free to do so. And thank you for watching. Like I said, drop a like and subscribe, and goodbye.